unwillingly thrust into the national spotlight when their son Logan was one of the 16 passengers who perished in the Humboldt Broncos bus crash in 2018, Bernadine and Toby Boulet found the strength to turn their darkest day into the impetus for a national movement that continues to benefit people's lives every day. By telling the story of their son donating his organs, they started what would become Green Shirt Day and a selfless, tireless commitment to advancing awareness around organ donation and later plasma and blood donation. Through their activities, they have inspired philanthropy and created lasting awards to honor their son, his mentor Rick Suggett, and support future generations of athletes. Through hope, compassion, and generosity, Bernadine and Toby Boulet exemplify what it means to be global citizens, and the University of Lethbridge is proud to confer upon each of them an honorary Doctor of Laws honoris causa.
Just pop over.
Wait.
Bernadine and Toby Boulet, I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto.
I present Dr. Bernadine Boulet and Dr. Toby Boulet. I invite Dr. Bernadine Boulet and Dr. Toby Boulet to present the address to the graduands.
Oki, good morning. It's a beautiful day today. President Jayas, members of the Board of Governors, Chancellor Whitehead, members of the Senate, esteemed faculty, proud families, wonderful friends, and honored guests. Most importantly, we are honored to share this day with you, the 2025 fall graduates of the University of Lethbridge, and to celebrate a milestone that marks not just an end of a chapter, but the beginning of a luminous journey. It is with deep pride and gratitude that Bernie and I stand before you. We are humbled and proud to share this moment with you.
This is going to be interesting with the two of us trying to do this. The motto of the University of Lethbridge is Fiat Lux, let there be light. During your 4, 5, or maybe 6 years of classes, that light has been there. Sometimes flickering, sometimes blazing. It illuminated the path to understanding, to wisdom, and to transformation. It was the light that guided you through, helping you discover not only the world around you, but also the potential you had within yourself. And now, you turn the page, beginning many, many new chapters where you will share that light and be that light. You don't have to be an overpowering light, brighter than every other light. You just need to share your light. And there are countless ways that you will be able to be that light. You will be the spark that illuminates boardrooms and classrooms, labs, studios, and communities. The University of Lethbridge has equipped you not only with knowledge, but with the courage to question, the empathy to connect, and the resilience to lead. In a world that often feels dimmed by division or doubt, your light matters. Let it shine with integrity, with guidance, and with hope.
After our son Logan passed on April 7th due to critical injuries from the Humboldt Bronco bus crash, it felt as if a light in our lives had extinguished and a dark chapter had begun. We returned to our home in Lethbridge from the pain of Humboldt to rediscover an old friend, sunlight. It filled our home with warmth and comfort we needed. We opened the front door and the sunlight poured in. Logan loved the sunshine and the light it brought to him. We wanted to let Logan's sunshine into his home and let it welcome the many visitors into our home. We did not want these guests to stop and wait to be let in. We wanted them to be able to feel welcome and enter, be at home, be a light that we craved. Logan's sunlight became the connection we needed.
Connection, connection, connection. Your time here at U Lethbridge, little pause. It was called U of L when we went, now it's called U Lethbridge. Your time here at U Lethbridge was never just about textbooks and deadlines, papers and studying. Might have seemed like it took a lot of your time, but it was more than that. It was about friendships and relationships formed in a study room, a practice room, a stage, or field at night. The professors who saw your potential before you did, the teammates who made you look good, the cast members, lab partners, and peers who challenged you to grow. It was about the fleeting connections you also made, the ones with admin assistants who tried to help you as you desperately needed to find your prof, the librarian, the custodians, or the maintenance person you shared a smile with, the coffee barista who made the perfect beverage you needed just to keep going, the person at the desk at the gym who opened the gate. Those connections, both big and small, form the constellations of your sky, each one a point of light that will continue to guide you in some way along your path. Cherish them, lean on them, and remember, the brightest stars are never alone.
And now let us share with you some of our sky in these constellations. The connections built our time here at the U of L and those that have continued in the years since. Back almost 40 years ago, I met Bernie. It wasn't in a dark and smoky bar, as I like to say. It was in Drama 1000, she captured my heart. Those liberal arts lists that we had to take, I'm not sure how it all works now, but they had a purpose then. We built a life surrounded with family and friends who became family. We wanted our children, Mariko and Logan, to be connected to the U of L, so we immersed them into being pronghorn fans, joining summer camps, playing soccer with the Salts program, attending my master's convocation, swimming with the swim club, training in skill, strength, and conditioning for rugby and hockey, attending Bernie's Global Drums concerts, and just being part of the action, just being here at our institution. Mariko became a student here, earning her Bachelor of Science with honors in kinesiology, and was a Pronghorn Club Ringette student athlete for 5 years, plus a season as a Pronghorn rugby student athlete for a year. Logan played junior A hockey in Humboldt for 3 years to prepare himself to become a Pronghorn student athlete in hockey, and was accepted and enrolled into the U of L with the hopes of becoming a teacher. His sister and him, Mariko, they had already chosen his classes for him.
Toby and I each earned Bachelor of Education degrees when the campus looked much, much different. The pool was new, and many of the buildings that you have learned, worked, collaborated, studied, or maybe even slept in while earning your degrees were not even a vision. Way, way back in October 1988, the year of the Calgary Winter Olympics, for those of you that are trivia buffs, I sat where you are, but in the old gym that has now been converted into classrooms, hallways, and lecture theaters for my convocation. It was an exciting time for the growing University of Lethbridge, as I was part of the inaugural fall convocation class, the very first one. I remember the honorary doctorate recipient was former Alberta Premier Peter Lougheed. I hope you remember us when you look back on today. That convocation was also the first one for the ceremonial mace. It got marched in that year. That was the first convocation for the ceremonial mace to proudly lead in graduands, as it has continued to do in convocation since then. We have been very, very fortunate to be part of many other firsts in our years since we first walked onto the campus here at the university. I played on the very first women's soccer team. Toby was part of the formation of the women's rugby team. He helped a committee to build the stadium, and now we get to be the first dual recipients as a couple of an honorary degree. And from those firsts, our light has shone on, making impacts we could have never envisioned at the time they happened. And as you too will have, you will have a multitude of firsts in your lives away from the university, some joyous and some devastating.
Many of those firsts have not been easy climbs. Challenge is part of life that must be conquered to move forward. Never moving on, always moving forward. The U of L has prepared you for the challenges you cannot even imagine. But these future challenges will come, and they will be real challenges. We did not foresee the passing of our son Logan, a first, an incredible challenge surrounded by grief. The life lessons we learned and the connections we made allowed us to navigate our new challenge. We could never have realized how the U of L helped provide the skills, the knowledge, the academic rigor, and the abilities to build a foundation of courage to become advocates for organ and donor awareness and transplantation across the world. More importantly, we had the strength and resilience to share Logan's story, to make an impact, to be the light, to save lives, just as Logan did with the ultimate gift of kindness, wanting to become and then being an organ donor himself. We knew we had to show up. We knew we had to be genuine, to be kind, to be true to our advocacy. And that is what we did. We lean on those around us to support us and strengthen us. We're deeply thankful to our family, our friends, and community for carrying us when we became overrun by pressure and grief.
You may have thought the journey this morning up the hill was a challenging task because of your shoes, because of the wind, or because of the time it took. But you faced it head on and you made it here. I made it here. It's been a while since I actually had to walk up that hill. It was a journey that allowed me to reflect and appreciate the encouragement, the strength, and the support we've received from family, friends, colleagues, teammates, and connections. Although you didn't get to choose this morning's pathway, you will choose many, many as you journey along through your career and your life. Some will be joyful, some easy, some filled with grief, some a challenge, and some you will learn from. Along those pathways of your life and career, no matter what you encounter, unleash your light and make a difference. And with that light, remember to share kindness. With every connection you make, let your presence be a source of warmth. Being kind costs nothing, yet it builds bridges, heals wounds, and leaves lasting impressions. Whether you're leading a team, a classroom, an adventure, a committee, or a boardroom, or simply lending a hand, choose compassion. Share a simple smile. Be kind.
Along my life's path, I have always aspired to be helpful. When Bernadine are asked to help, we help, no matter the task. We seek out how to be helpful before we are asked. Being helpful comes in many forms. Offer your skills. your time, your encouragement. Collaboration and generosity will take you further than any competition ever could. Every act of help, no matter how small, is like a ripple in a pond. You hold the door, someone smiles. You explain a concept, someone passes their exam. You mentor a colleague, they mentor someone else. Helpfulness multiplies. Be helpful.
Be thankful as you travel along to your chapters of your life. Gratitude is the heartbeat of humility. Acknowledge those who walk beside you, your family, your friends, your mentors, and even the quiet supporters and quick connections. Say thank you, not just thanks, and say it often. And most importantly, be genuine when you say it. Gratitude keeps you grounded, even as you soar. Don't let those challenges you face on your journey define you. Let the light that shines be what does define you. And never underestimate the power of a kind word, a helping hand, and a thankful heart. Changes happen when people choose to be kind, to be helpful, and to be thankful. Fiat Lux.
Thank you.